Hi, I'm Mike Oppel from Emerson Swan, and we're out here at Plumley Village in Worcester. I'm here with Bob from Climate Zone and Justin from the Community Builders. The Plumley Village project, the scope of work is changing out 52 small boiler rooms with new high-efficiency HTP EFT 199 boilers and SSU 60 superstores. Justin here is the maintenance director, so he might be able to tell you a little bit about the property.
Here at Plumley, we face a lot of problems with these older boilers. We have old cast iron, inefficient boilers that have been replaced with these new HTP boilers that are high efficiency. And over the course of the next few years, we're going to see significant cost savings in our gas bill. As well, one of the major problems we face here is the buildup in the heat pipes over the years and in the boilers. With these new boilers here at Plumley, we've installed the new TF1 filter with the Fernox system to clean and condition all the pipes here.
During this job, there's a lot of parties involved with coordinating a job like this. We have TCB, Climate Zone, the design help from Emerson Swan, and the funding process. Climate Zone is the one doing the installs here at Plumley, and Bob here can take you through some of the things that he ran into.
So all these boilers, they're all the same boilers, the same superstores, but all the piping's slightly different in each unit. The venting's slightly different in each unit, the gas piping, everything's slightly different. The crew's been real good at doing that and getting these things done. We've got it nailed down, so we're getting in and out of here quickly and efficiently, and been lowering the amount of calls that Justin's had to deal with as well.
Again, we wouldn't be where we are on this project without the teamwork of everybody involved. TCB, Climate Zone, Emerson Swan. It's been a great team effort on this job. So now we're going to take some time and take a walk around the facility. So Justin, you want to take us around and show us some sites? That'd be great.
Of course, let's go see a few sites.
All right, so here we are in an original boiler room, untouched. When you come in, it's really warm in here. So you got an atmospheric boiler here going up through the chimney, up through the roof. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from scratch. We come back to the gate valves. There's some gate valves back here. We shut those all off, and we're going to rip everything out, start from scratch. As you can see, there's a lot of different metals in here. You got your copper, you got some cast iron fittings, you got black iron, there's some brass fittings. You got a number of different pumps. So what we have to do first is put our F5 cleaner in here to clean the water. How we do that is we got to shut off the water going into the boiler to start with. All right, so here we are. We've shut the water off. Now what we're going to do is hook a hose up to it. And we're going to drain the water off, drain the water pressure down in the boiler. And then while we're doing that, we'll get our cans ready. Now we're going to screw on our can. Open our valve back up, and we're going to pull the trigger. Just like that, it all goes in. We'll shut it back off. Remove the empty can. Add a second one. Wait a few seconds, and then we're good. Now we get 2 empty cans there. Remove that, and then all we got left to do now is turn the water back on and turn the boiler back on. Okay, so here we are. We've added our F5 to the system. We're going to let it run for a few days, at least a minimum of 24 hours, up to 5 days. It'll clean the pipes, suspend all the particles into the water, so when we come back in and we flush the water out, it'll get rid of all that. When we add our new boiler in, we're going to add the TF1 filter. That's going to give us the belt and suspenders approach. So this way here we can continuously keep our system as top-notch as we can. So here we are in the finished boiler room. We got your finished HTP boiler, the EFT 199, the superstores. We've got your expansion tanks back here. As you can see, there's a lot more room in this room, in this closet. And it's noticeably cooler in here. That means all the heat that's the boiler's been producing is actually going where we need it, into the water. So the boiler by itself is only one part of it. When we removed the old boilers, we noticed a lot of crud and rust and corrosion in the water that came out of it. Added the F5 to the systems prior to removing them. We let that run for a minimum of 24 hours up to 5 days. Then we flushed the systems when we drained it all, and when we installed the new boilers, we added these TF1 systems here to remove any of the extended particles that were still left in the water. Inside here there's a magnet, there's a couple of shut-offs, you can shut it off, and you can drain the water out. See, we pull the magnet out. Now all the particles that were attracted to it would be suspended and would drop into here. And when we shut this off, we can then drain all the water out of here, and all the particles that are left in there will come out. We can remove it. We're going to drain it now to see what we've collected. This boiler has been in for approximately 2 weeks. We have a couple of shut-offs here. We're going to shut those both off. We're going to remove the magnet. Real simple. We'll set that aside for now. In the bottom of the cap comes off here is the tool to open the valve. And we got a bottle, we're just going to drain it into that. I'm going to open it up and remove all the particles that we've caught. So we've drained it. There's still some particles left in there, so we're going to open up the inlet side just slightly to let a little bit of pressure come back into it until we get some clean water coming through here. And then we're going to shut it back off. Shut this valve here. And then reinstall our magnet back into the top of it. Open the valves and this thing's back in service. And this is what we've collected.
So we've just seen Bob empty the TF1 filter out at Plumley Village, and this is what we've come up with. This was just of 2 weeks of this filter in line in the system. So as you can see, there's a pretty good amount of sludge and buildup that TF1 collected over the last 2 weeks. So I just want to show you what was found inside that filter. As I bring the magnet here from our TF1 and drag it along the sides, you can see the rust and magnetite attract to the magnet. And it's actually pretty thick stuff there on the side of the wall. So this is what was inside of your heat exchanger, of your boilers, your pump seals, and over time can really break down the components of a heating system. So now I just want to empty this jar onto these napkins so you can see a full effect of actually what was inside that filter in the system. So you've seen the great work done by everyone over here at the Plumley job, and just a special thank you to Bob at Climate Zone and Justin at the Community Builders Group for all your hard work on this job. Thank you.